we have Jesus Scott, who is Director of Sales and Marketing. I don't think he needs many introductions, and is with Hotel Metropole Monte-Carlo, a beautiful property around the Casino Square. Jesus, thank you again.
Maria, thank you, and thank you for our travel friends that are in the other side of the computer. And it's true, Maria, as you mentioned, I had some meetings today with some German partners, and just the fact of connecting, of seeing our faces again, share our emotions, share the things, our frustrations, share our dreams. It's already a good thing. So I agree with you. It's not going to be a regular webinar. Okay, I just take this time to reconnect and to share our enthusiasm. We have to remain positive, even though the situation, as we all know, it's quite difficult for everyone. But it's I think the key for this is to remain positive, enthusiastic, and try to see the opportunities. So it's not going to be a regular webinar. Okay. Maria, do you just wanted to make sure that in terms of technical, we are good? You hear me well? You see me well?
I hear you well. I see you well. You're covering the beautiful painting behind you. We all have different backgrounds because we're working from home. So it's actually a set of printouts, probably, what you have behind you. Yes, and I want to remind everybody, if you have questions and if you want to participate, on the right side of the screen, you find either a chat section or a Q&A section. Feel free to jump in and we're covering questions for you. Keep in mind that we don't have answers. We don't have many answers. So we're here as friends in the industry today.
Exactly. And I love when we all participate and if we have anytime. So to share with you, before I joined the call, I was talking to our general manager, Mr. Antoine, because he also had a meeting with our owners. You know that the Metropole is the only family-owned hotel in Monaco. So the family Bustani, the owners, are quite involved in the business. Okay. And they were discussing about the opening date. So perhaps you heard on the news that Monaco officially the end of the lockdown is going to be next Monday. So it's one of the first countries after Austria. I was going to say Autriche, Austria, Germany. So Monaco is one of the first countries within the epicenter of what happened that will open. Even though the opening date for the hotels is not definite, but the will of the owners is to open mid-June. Okay, so just to put you in perspective and to give you an idea of the business of a hotel, deeply known that the day we open, business is not going to be as it used to be before or a regular summer season. But just going back for business, it's a good message. I think it's a good message. Of course, our US-based clients are not going to be able to travel to us, I think, until more than me about this. But I have in mind September, perhaps. Maria, what do you think? What are the news that you're having on your side?
I mean, it's very hard to say anything because I'm listening to many webinars, talking to friends in the industry. And right now it's a guessing game here because it's not what we want, it's not what we wish or what our intentions are. It's also, if practically, is forbidden to us to travel. So all these travel bans are still in place, and it will take some time probably before our travelers here in North America will feel confident to go to Europe. that's pretty much the widespread feeling that we have in the industry, talking to my other European colleagues that are based in Northern America like me here.
Yeah, that's true. The domestic travel will pick up faster than international travel. So indeed, yeah. But we hope that at least for October, for the autumn, for the end of the summer, we're going to have a better vision of how our clients are going to be back to Europe. So let's hope for the best. So as we mentioned, it's not going to be a regular presentation. Okay. I mentioned to Maria when we decided to go ahead with today's conversation together that I wanted to make a focus on the Just for You program. Actually, the Just for You program has been created already more than 6 years, but every year we add an additional experience. You know, we adapt to the time, you adapt to what the clients request. I think we have a question, Maria. Linda.
Actually,
yes.
Linda is complimenting my brick wall. Very New
I'm
Yorkish,
happy to see you, Linda. You know, who would have thought when we see each other last in the Leading Authors of the World showcase that our world was going to change so quickly. So that's why we have to cherish every moment we have. So happy to see you, Linda. So I was mentioning that the Just for You program, I wanted to make a focus today about this, because even though it's been in place for 6 years at least, which it responded to this new, maybe it's not a new trend, it's a trend that has been in our business, in the luxury travel for a while already. That luxury, it's more about experience than just having the most expensive thing or the most luxurious or beautiful thing. It's about your experiences, right? It's about what we take, the time we spend with family, and the memories we share in our minds. So this program, starting from now, is going to be even more and more put in the, how can I say this? People will travel now more about what is to do, what can I do, than where to stay and in which conditions. So the Just for You program has new experiences for September. So once it's validated, I'll share with you. Now we have beautiful things to do. Depending on the different interests of the clients. Even though either it's art or gastronomy, sports, history. You have the right fit for the clients. So this I'll make a big focus by the end, the second half of the presentation. Okay, Maria, should we go very quickly about the hotel?
Sure, why not? Absolutely, absolutely. You want to share your screen, or you want to upload your presentation?
You tell me what's easier and what's best.
If yeah, you whatever you like. I'm gonna make you share. Yeah, you decide. You're the presenter, and you can do both ways.
Okay, so
if you go under share, you can upload your presentation or share your screen.
Let me just.
I want to make a remark. This look weird, but it's our mask. It's not anything else that is pending behind me. And these are put here for sanitation.
Well, you see, something we discussed with our general manager minutes ago is that our owners decided we're going to try to have a partnership with Givenchy. You know that the Metropole Spa by Givenchy, it's one of the 3 only Givenchy spas in the world. So we have a nice partnership with them. We're going to try to design mask by Givenchy for the Metropole. It's a project. We're going to reach out to them on Monday. So we'll see what they say. Because it's going to be a must have for at least the next 6 months. So Maria, I'm doing share content.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's uploading probably, yes. yeah, it's uploading, and unfortunately, by working with our connections at home, sometimes the bandwidth is not as fast.
Yeah. Terry, absolutely. I will say
yes. I already have some clients for you. They want the Givenchy mask.
Absolutely. And you know, this, I'm sure you've been, I mean, we are super active on social media these days. I saw like a funny picture of someone picking up their outfit for the day, matching with the mask. So I said, I'm sure Givenchy, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Lanvin, they're all going to design this. So it's getting there. Hello, Diane. How are you? And Terry as well. Maria, tell me, is it uploading?
It's still now showing here. So, but probably it's taking some time depending on your bandwidth in your place. Yeah.
Because what I can do as well is to just like share my what I see.
Probably that's the fastest way. If you share your screen, probably.
Because this WebEx, it's a new version, right?
Yeah, they do updates. And this is probably a newer version than last time you presented the webinar.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, I don't see where I can, besides this icon here, which says which I already clicked on. I don't see any other possibility.
Do you, after like you click on share and there is my screen?
No, it says only share content.
Oh. Can you try now?
No, absolutely, it's better.
Okay. Hey, Paul. Hi. It's good to see friends connecting and the industry is showing vitality.
It's loading now, I think.
Very good.
Is it showing?
Not yet.
It says we can't share this file because this file type isn't supported for file sharing. Either cover the file to a support format to.
Why don't you share your screen? Can you
know what?
share my screen?
Let me see. Either convert the file to a supported format.
The first tab, you do share my screen.
Okay.
And you should be able, to show your screen with the file open. Yeah.
How about?
Very good. Excellent. It works.
Good. You don't see the file, right?
You're going to open it now, right? Fantastic. And if you can put it in full screen mode.
Screen mode. Let's leave it like this. Do you see it well?
We see it.
Is it good?
Yeah, we see it. Yeah.
Okay, good. So this is kind of a freshly made presentation. We try to give it like a more modern twist and using social media pictures of our guests with their permission, of course, of influencers that have visited the hotel. So all these pictures you see here are not like official pictures of the hotel in this little slide. It's more about shared content, from our ambassadors, the Metropole ambassadors. I always like to present about Monaco. Most of you know where we are. Most of you know about what makes this country so special. Instagram Live. It was my very first Instagram Live that I do in my life. It was a Spanish journalist who writes for Vanity Fair Spain, and he said, "Jesus, what's so special about Monaco? If you had to mention two things that you like about Monaco?" And I said, besides the weather and the amazing location we have, being between France and Italy and having all the benefits of the French Riviera landscape and everything, the fact of being in such a small area, but being so cosmopolitan at the same time, having people of 120 nationalities. When you walk through Monaco, you can listen to 5 different languages. So that's quite special. It's like a little New York with a better weather, and with events all year around. That Monaco, it's the only spot of the French Riviera, of their Riviera, that has business all year round, because it's a city. So we're always trying to have something happening, sport events, cultural events. In terms of location, for those of you that have been to Monaco, you know that the landmark, the most iconic building is the Casino of Monte-Carlo, which is, I had the privilege to work at the casino when I was working for the SBM Properties for 2 years. This is the best kept Belle Epoque building of the entire Riviera. So it's really a place to visit. Even if you don't like, or your clients don't like gambling, it's a place to visit. So the hotel is right at the left hand of this picture here, where you see the gardens. And here you see the track, the section we have right in front of the hotel. This is the only downhill stretch of the circuit. So it's super exciting, the location of the terrace of the hotel. And here in the middle, I don't see if you see the pointer. If I use the pointer, you see the pointer, Maria? When I use my map. Good. So this is what you see from the street. The Metropole, despite of being in the heart of the city, in the very near center, you don't see the hotel by the street. You have this beautiful arch that is like a landmark, and once you cross this arch, you find the beautiful Metropole. And this is I wanted to share with all of you that I've been sharing for quite some time already. The Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Award for years. The Metropole has been in top 3 in France and Monaco. And this is a big pride for the destination, for our owners, for our clients, for the staff, for my colleagues. So it's a great recognition. Remember, the Metropole is the smallest luxury hotel. This is something that it's factual, and is really a unique selling point of the hotel when you compare it to beautiful Hotel de Paris and Hotel Hermitage. The Metropole has only 125 rooms. So when you enter to the lobby area, to the common areas, you might have the feeling of being like in a boutique style hotel, even though officially it's not a boutique hotel, because boutique hotels are considered, up to 60, 70 rooms, let's say. But you have this atmosphere, super intimate, super warm. Always like to stay in this type of boutique style hotels. The Metropole might be the right fit. And here you have a better idea, in the lobby, this sensation, of this feeling of warmth, of being more comfortable. not pretentious or bling bling, because Monaco might have, when people speak about Monaco for the first time, those that have never been, you might think that Monaco is super, show off or bling bling. But once you change your opinion, and I think this picture shows a little bit this. The designer of the hotel, Jacques Garcia, he's a French known designer. He also did La Mamouni Marrakech. He did also Hotel Coste in Paris, which is very famous for the restaurant. La Réserve in Paris. I always like to use this example because it's like a boutique style hotel in the heart of Paris. Jacques Garcia, when he designed the Metropole, he said, I want the clients of this hotel to feel comfortable and to come as they are. So you can have someone from royalty sitting next to a rock star, and they both will feel comfortable. They will feel that they belong to the place. So, what you see, the decoration, we try to change every 3 or 4 months, depending on the season of the year, depending on the event. In Monaco, we have a beautiful art installation, our decoration. The restaurants, I think Linda will remember the mashed potato. I hope, Linda, you got the mashed potato when you came, of Joël Robuchon. Actually, here I have one of my books, because I've been cooking a lot. I mean, in these times, like many of you. This was my Christmas gift from our executive chef, Christophe Cusack. He gave me this book. This is the signature book of Joël Robuchon. And let me tell you, I tried to do the mashed potatoes. Of course, it was not as good as the real one, but it's a good start. So, yeah, even though Joël Robuchon is no longer physically with us, he had the time to share and to transfer his knowledge, his passion about gastronomy. And Christophe Cusack, our executive chef, he's one of his most loyal disciples. He worked with him for 40 years, 40. So and he knows well the family, the children of Joël Robuchon, and it's like part of him. So just want to assure you that 2 years after, the owners of the hotel decided to continue with Joël Robuchon. It's like an empire. It's like a brand. It's like saying Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent, Dior. They're not there physically, but they had the time to build a brand. So Joël Robuchon will continue to inspire all the gastronomy of the Hotel Metropole. So you have the Joël Robuchon Monte-Carlo, 2 Michelin. Yoshi, the only Japanese restaurant by Joël Robuchon. Beautiful, 35 seats. When we open the hotel in mid-June, restaurants will be the last outlets to open. We're going to, you see the terrace here. You hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, good. Just wanted to make sure, because sometimes my connection, I get frozen. So here I wanted to show you, this is just hotel. And again, Jack, when he accepted the project 15 years ago, our owner said to him, you're free to do, to be yourself. Just want to make sure that my guests, when they come and they stay at my hotel, they really have this sense of place, that, without looking through the window, that they know and they have the certainty that they are in the Mediterranean. This is why it's the design of the hotel. You see the Murano chandeliers, and this is Venetian, the tapestry. The walls are covered by Venetian tapestry. So all the rooms and suites, regardless of the room category, it's the same decor, same colors. So it's an easy sell. For the Metropole and for Monaco in general, because we had amazing result in terms of number of travelers who came to us. but also in terms of recognition. So Condé Nast Traveler gave us a recognition as top hotel in France and Monaco, and also this organization, mostly known in Europe, but it's based in Paris, Prix Vigilature. We got best service in Europe. So, this is the reputation of the Metropole since 15 years has been built on the service of the hotel. Because, we don't have the history that the beautiful Hotel de Paris has. Hotel de Paris has been there since 1863. So we cannot lay our reputation on the history because there is the Hotel de Paris. So the Metropole, since the very beginning of the hotel 15 years ago, as we know it today, the building has been there and has always been a hotel since 1889. But the way we know the Metropole today, it's only 15 years. And since 15 years, we've been working on service. So, and it's paying back. This is the room. I'll show you what I'm proposing. It was refurbished recently. No, to this. This also venue experience. Imagine you have a client that is to propose, so we can arrange a dinner. Set up with and we can bring a drone, and we can project in any language you want. We can put a name, someone can sign it. But the things that we said with birthdays, graduation parties, anything. So we decided that we were going to propose these that you cannot properly do because of the situation of the lockdown. So have this in mind. If you have someone that wants to just express their love, anything, we can do it here at the suite with this text. Not other than Kalagafel is the only German, French. He was German, but he lived a long time in France, more than 40 years. He lived in Monaco as well. A visionary. So he had the time to do this amazing work for us. This is the winter version of the pool. For early April, the pool is covered by this beautiful tent. In this, you see when people say that the Metropole is like it's an urban oasis. You can see it here. The Metropole is also surrounded by gardens, so it's beautiful. And then this is the latest addition to the hotel. 2 years ago, Givenchy Spa, one of the only 3 Givenchy spas in the world. That same year, so last year, the Metropole received the award as best hotel service in Europe. The same time, same ceremony, same night, the spa received the best hotel spa in Europe. So it was beautiful recognition as well. So this is what I saved for you for the end. And this is what I mentioned to you that I want to focus, besides presenting you and giving you an update of the Metropole. This is the Just for You program. So it's like a list of tailor-made activities, like meaningful experiences, things that when you do them, you reconnect with yourself, you reconnect with the families, the people you share your travels, and depends on the interest of the travelers. So if you have, and I always start with this one, and I'm going to show you something as well here. Favorite, because I've done it myself twice already. So the brother of the owner of the hotel, he owns the largest private collection in Europe of Francis Bacon. So the British artist, who lived in Monaco, by the way, for many, many years. So the owner, is exposing most of his artwork in this place. The owner bought like a little villa that he tried to recreate like the apartment that Francis Bacon used to have in Monaco. It's not a museum. It's not open for the public. Okay, this is only accessible for for art students, for art collectors, and also for the guests of the Hotel Metropole. So if you have a client, and that it was the case yesterday morning, I had a conversation with a virtuoso partner in Germany. He said, I have 2 art collectors within my clientele, so I'm going to tell them about this. So if you have clients that are sensitive to art, that want to do it, it's nice. And look at this. This is the book that you get at the end of the visit. And this is a replica, because it's not only seeing the art of Francis Bacon when you enter this. It's like, I mean, entering yourself in the life, in the world of Francis Bacon. So you see, like, this is his Monaco permit. It's like a copy. So you see his picture here and the signature of Francis Bacon. So this was his Monegasque resident permission. So it's quite interesting. So this is for clients that like art. For clients that like history, you can have, and you can take a 3 hour, how she became an iconic figure of the 20th century, how the history of Monaco, Prince Rainier. So it's all beautiful. It's a 3 hour where you go. She used to Monaco. Also, Metropole Museum at nighttime. We've done it already at nighttime with the beautiful lights, and they carry on their skeletons of the. This is UN. Frozen.
Yeah,
Frozen.
I think we're starting to, your voice comes back and forth. Yeah, I hear you now, though.
Good. Yes, I saw that I got frozen, so it's almost over. Just I was mentioning about the visit at nighttime of the Oceanographic Museum, special for families. You end up the visit having a beautiful, nice cocktail or a drink overlooking Monaco skyline at nighttime. So this is one of the highlights of the visit. And then you can also do that you find in many of a hotel, in the hotels in Monaco, and also in the French Riviera. You spend half of with our executive chef. You go to the market with him. You pick up the products you will use, and you learn how to with our. This again, just for you program. It's all about experiences depending on the travel interest of your clients, and we will. Again, it will be a focus for us for the remainder of the year, for 2021. What else can we add to this program, to awaken the interest of your clients to come? So, questions, happy to, again, pictures of our clients, and also some pictures of our colleagues as well. Yeah, from love, from the Metropole with love. That was the intention of this that I for you and that I'm using now. It's all about feelings and being, passionate about what we do. Tell me, do we have any questions on the chat?
we have lots of people that say hi to us, friends from the industry that we've known for years now. So, yeah, but
I say hi back to all of them because I cannot see them all online.
So I guess you cover a great deal, and this is, as I said, a very difficult time for everybody. And I'm glad we started again with the webinar series just to connect. We're not trying to do any hard sell. We just want to make sure that we deliver a message of empathy and being close to the industry in these very difficult times. This webinar has been recorded. I'm going to send a link to Jesus that we'll share it with you and with these beautiful slides. And I hope to see you in our next webinar. Since this webinar series has been postponed. Right now, the dates are almost neck to neck. Next week, on May 5th, we're going to have with us Bernadette Scubli with Monte Carlo SBM. Make sure you receive an invitation to that webinar as well. But thank you so much, Jesus, for being with us today and starting this webinar series with us in these unprecedented times.
One more thing, Maria. Since I cannot give you this, and to all my friends, these are flowers for you. Fresh flowers.
So gentle and gallant. Thank you, thank you. So I'll see you next time with our next guest, and thank you again, Jesus, from the Hotel Metropole Monte-Carlo. Please stay connected with us.
Stay safe and stay inspired. Yes. Thank you.